Hello guys, welcome to Frequency, an NFS trading channel, and today we're going to be talking about something very important in the market. I'll just take you to the notes where we started from. Of course, this is going to be the topic of the day. So here we have the topic, which is turning $6 to $3,900 in 10 different trades. This video is going to be coming up soon, but here we're going to be talking about how this would be possible. We're going to be making a video where we actually turn $6 to $3,900 probably in 10 different trades, and you people will see how it works. But yeah, I want to teach you guys about these sets of the strategy we use and how you can actually get the same results when you apply them in your trading strategy. So the strategy here is that we're going to be using the testnet cryptocurrency as a means of depositing into our trading account, and all that was written here, because we're going to be reading it together and I'll let you know what it is, was written to let you know that the cryptocurrency testnet works with the market, the indicator RSI. And what does that tell you? It tells you that if the testnet is your way of depositing into the market, something amazing happens. The testnet crypto is a bot, and because it is a bot, it can actually help direct your trade into the right momentum. It doesn't matter how much you have in your testnet cryptocurrency wallet, but what you need to do is make sure you gather more of that into your wallet. We're going to be talking about this and more, and here is how we start. I'll be saying thank you to all of my subscribers, all of my viewers, all the people who watch, all the people who invested with us, all the people who have been with us from the very start to this time. And so many times you're gonna get in touch, with us when you actually message us, DM us in several and various methods of communication. We said that in the channel in a lot of ways. So thank you subscribers, thank you people, thank you 170,000 subscribers, thank you all of the views we got, and to those who tell our channel, to people introducing it to friends, colleagues and family, we also very appreciate it during the channel. So yeah, we're going to be going into the video right now, and we're going to be talking about what the topic is today. And yes, we're starting and we're reading. Using the testnet crypto as a deposit method. Why we should use the crypto testnet USDT as a deposit method on Deriv or any broker. It's because it affects a trade and make it go into profit with just few trades and trading setups. The bot does the rest. Okay, the simple explanation of this is that basically, let me go to the MetaTrader 5 so I explain to you what I mean. The crypto testnet bot is something that you did not learn about. Of course, the blog we learned the last time we made a video told us it was a real asset and could be converted into real crypto assets, and it was used at the beginning of every programming journey. It was used as the beginning of every programming journey. Every trader who wanted to start an app would use a cryptocurrency called testnet in order to get it confirmed as a app that transacts cryptocurrency. So that particular crypto kind was the first kind of crypto kind. It is a bot. Remember, in the screen video you saw it as the crypto testnet bot. You see it's a Telegram app, inbuilt Telegram app that stores crypto testnet bot, crypto testnet tokens, and actually transacts them whithersoever. But here I want to let you know something you do not know about this bot and how it works. You need to learn how it works. Okay, it works very well because it is an asset yet to be explored by the non-programmers forex trader we have in the house. What does this mean? Most of us forex traders are programmers, and we tend to do more researches when we are trying to risk our hard-earned money in the forex market. We want to do tests. We don't want to just come into the market. Of course, we know we come with a lot of money, and sometimes we trade for people, and people with their hard-earned money come into the game and they're trying to trade. So therefore, we are not going to just take in real money into the market and risk everything for a trade we were not sure about. Therefore, we made researches. We were programmers. Of course, we learned the basics, and then we grew into the knowledge of us being programmers. And then, of course, we met teachers and mentors. My teacher taught me about the testnet bot, and I am going to be revealing the secret here on this video to you guys. He told me the testnet bot was actually a token organized by the owner of the broker to let his people win. Crypto testnet bot is a bot that, depending on how much you have in wallets, the market moves in your direction. So how much do you have in your testnet cryptocurrency bot wallet will determine how good you will do in the forex market. The fact is that the market moves, the forex trading market moves in a momentum that projects how many traders are working in the market. People who invest, of course, the big market, the bid, the buy and bid and the sell. Let me show you here. Of course, I'm not on data, but I'll just show you what this is. I'll go into depth of market. Okay, I cannot do that right now. You see, I tried to do this market statistics, but it did not show. But then when you can do it on yourself, you can do it by yourself and check for the market statistics of a particular pair you're trading. You're gonna see that every single trades that were taken by professional traders would be reviewed in the market, whether small accounts or big accounts. Now, the secret here is the fact that the market moves is based on the fact people who invest big money, the market reflects on them. When we talk about big banks like the Barclays banks, the Barclays Bank, the one in Spain, they are the big boys in the market. When a big boy invests in this market, the market will move in his direction. Not basically in his direction just so he can please its trade, but in a direction of which tells what the market is doing. When they are buyers, the market goes up. When they are sellers, the market comes down. That is why forex trading happens to be the easiest job or the easiest business in the world. Why? Because if only you can actually check on the chart, on the economy chart, and see what banks are doing. You can actually use their analysis on your trade. So big banks are buying dollars. Dollars will be rising in value against other assets. It's a simple projection. When big banks invest in dollars, you discover dollars will start rising in value over so many currencies in the world. So that is a terminology. But then when we talk about the testnet cryptocurrency, it is a real USDT coin that was actually transacted anytime a transaction was being made. When we buy the USDT token, it shows on the big chart that a big trader has gotten into this market, and therefore the market will react to that. If Bill Gates invested $10 million in Apple will rise in value, because the more money was invested in markets, the more value it has, right? It's a simple thing. It happens everywhere, in nature as well. If I invested 10 million naira in a dress, all right, that dress will rise in value because I invested $10 million in it. Everybody can see the same thing and do it as well. So the trend of the momentum of that particular asset will keep moving. The rest will rise in value. And if it was a celebrity that did that, all right, other traders, other people will follow. Okay, so when they follow, the market becomes more expensive and more expensive and more expensive. And then when it becomes very, very expensive, we discover that it gets to a point where only people who can actually afford them will buy them. The ones who cannot afford the market, all right, will not buy. So when only people who can afford it are buying it, smaller people will be falling. So all the rich people in that industry are going to be putting more and more effort, energy, investment into that money, into that asset, and it will rise in value. So let's say the value was 30K before, but because a lot of people invested money there, $10 trillion got invested, the price will no longer be $30,000, right? It will rise and go all the way to $60,000. And what that means is that only people with $60,000 can now buy the market, one of that market. So when we're going to discover that people who are new into the business are going to be seeing the investment as a very, very, very moving and popular something they can invest their assets into, they can invest their other money into, and so it will come for more rich people. And remember, we have a lot of rich people in the earth, right? A lot of them are there. You look into the statistics of people who are actually transacting very well, the forex economy chart. You see, they are rich people with net worth of $2 million. We have about 900,000 people with their net worth $2 million. Of course, let us calculate all the celebrities we see on the internet with flashing cars and co. They afforded it, they can buy it, they have all the way to that. All the Nigerian musicians alone, top 1 to top 100, they are possessing millions of dollars. They have money. So we talk about markets with $70,000 assets. Okay, they are investing because it's their capacity, it's their response, they have the money. So that way the market responds. Now, if only I had the phone contact of all the rich people in the world who are investing in the market, I would contact them and ask them when they are buying. And I'll know when to buy because they are buying and I'm buying, right? If I'm buying and they are buying, more people are buying, and so increased value. What forex trading does is, because you know it is going to rise, you are going to place a bid. A bid is buy, you just gamble and say it's going to rise because you believed in the future, all right? A lot of people invested, the market is rising, it's responding, and you can actually anticipate on it. You're going to buy and it will rise. And when it rises, you earn profit. All of this was to explain what the terminology of trading, testing cryptocurrency is. When you have $8,000 worth of cryptocurrency for testing it, it is as though having $8,000 of the real currency, the real USDT coins. And because you are transacting with it, you are going to be affecting the real world market. Therefore, your 8,000, your 10,000 USDT, all right, when you invested it in the market, because you invested that much, you can actually predict what the market will do. You would not even have to invest it somewhere or transact with it. By holding it alone, all right, you are actually holding it in a bot. A bot can affect something. If I was trading with a bot, I know that the bot does everything, all right? I would not have to disturb myself or worry myself on when to buy or sell. The bot, I just give the bot an order. I tell the bot, hey, help me buy the market here. Even when I'm not available, the bot takes the trade. Even when I'm sleeping, the bot takes the trade. So that is the same bot we have here in the cryptocurrency testing bot. You have you have $10,000 in your cryptocurrency testing a bot. You are as though having $10,000 in the real world. And if the market was responding to people who had that amount of money in their real wallet, you have it in a fake wallet, but it wasn't a fake. The internet already proves it's a real one. You are actually holding a real asset. Anything you do with it will reflect on the real market. And for that reason, with that projection, you can predict the market rightly. If you are trading with this indicator RSI, this is just to make you know that this RSI also is something that big traders look at before they trade the market. RSI works with how many big traders are interacting with the market and how many big traders are not interacting with it. So when market starts to fall, it's because a big trader is not available to take a trade, so it falls. But a big trader, you have a wallet and you come here to trade. All you can do is link your wallet to your trading account, and of course at the in another video you're going to get in touch with the person who buys and sells them. Okay, I personally sell them, but I buy them directly from a mentor. I buy them on YouTube, but no longer on YouTube. I have the Gmail of the person I buy from. When I want to buy, I just contact him and he sells for me. This was my mentor, somebody who taught me how to trade. He has a lot of it. He has $300,000 worth of the USDT testnet cryptocurrency, and therefore is willing to sell to me at a discounted rate. If you message me and tell me you want to buy, I as well might sell to you at a discounted rate. I can sell 8,000 USDT for you for as low as $1,000. Or maybe peradventure in the future, if you become a registered VVIP in our Telegram channel, we're going to give you things for a discounted price. You should utilize the opportunity of subscribing to our Telegram channel. Make sure you are subscribed to the Telegram channel. We post forex signals there, and we have a premium channel as well where we post premium trading signals in, and we trade profitably. Now, we are telling you the secrets because when you are holding a cryptocurrency called the testnet, you're holding a real-time cryptocurrency and have the power to project the market in the direction of which it goes through. So you're holding a cryptocurrency wallet. It's like a lucky charm. You come into the market, what do you want to do? You want to buy or you want to sell? When you buy, it is as though you are buying from that wallet of yours. So invest more in this currency. It would not be a crime if you had 70,000 USDT testnet cryptocurrency. You do not even have to convert it to a real-time currency before you make use of it. So guys, this is the 17th minute of this video. I'll be back to explain more. Stay tuned. See you later. So back into this video. Now we talk about the RSI indicator and how it works with the market. You see, there's a lot of confluences you can actually consider whenever you're trying to take a trade, depending on when you actually have your cryptocurrency called the testnet cryptocurrency. So real quick, we're going to go back to the notes and then show you what this is going to be. I'm going to go back to the notes here. Yeah, we're still reading. It says the crypto testnet works with the RSI indicator. Why we enforce the use of the testnet USDT crypto for deposit method is because when used in depositing, the RSI will move the market in your direction, alerting you when there's going to be an error with a given trade taken. It's a bot and also a token that verifies a trade. You load your crypto wallet with the testnet crypto. You are loaded on the market. It's the big terminology here. Never forget that the market respects big bank. When you trade opposites, the market recognizes you as a crypto testnet owner and goes into profit. So, real quick, we're going to talk about this one we just read here. It says that the crypto testnet works with the RSI indicator. Well, we're going to back to what we said about this RSI indicator thing with the crypto testnet. You can just see this as a way of pushing the market in the direction of your trade. The real world currency equals to the testnet currency. The testnet was basically meant for testing. It came before the main currency, and so because the testnet cryptocurrency has all of those values, you can actually say when you bid or you sell, it still would reflect on the real-time market. So why am I saying this? The cryptocurrency testnet bot does a lot of advantages and gives a lot of resonate for a traded asset. See it as the real currency. We sell them. We sell the crypto testnet, but crypto testnet USDT. We sell them. If you want to get it, just go all the way to Telegram. Search out frequency in ItFX. Of course, we're going to be dropping a link down below the video, and you are going to search for the admin. When you search the admin, you talk to us. But now they say no direct message. Therefore, because Telegram has already increased the bid, only Telegram premium users could actually message us. So I'll definitely put my own direct link, my personal DM account, under the description below, so that you're going to just directly send me a message instead of going through the channel first and then trying to send, and Telegram tells you no, you cannot send. So we are going to read on. It says in the next: investing in the testnet works. Buy from us using the Telegram link below. Use testnet cryptocurrency to pay for our Telegram premium services. Yes, of course. When you're trying to pay for premium services that we are offering, the premium services that we're offering on Telegram, when we say premium channel is there, you can actually pay with the crypto testnet. But if you pay with the crypto testnet USDT, you are going to be added to the VIP Telegram channel, where we share VIP signals with 99% accuracy of trade. So we're going to the next read, which says holding of the testnet USDT is holding the real crypto, because the real crypto came from the testnet server. Holding the testnet crypto is as though holding the real crypto, and every transaction you make reflects on the real world blockchain. So what this suggests is that the fact that everything you do on the testnet is actually a reciprocate of the main world. We are going to just use that as a repellent. If you buy the testnet, the real world reflects it. It is shown as a purchased asset on the real world. I said this before, and this is just the right thing. So that is something you can just project in your mind anytime you're holding this. It's a real-time investment. Holding it will take you a long way. Like, it will help you in the real time, because the test equals to the real version, and the real version is the main play, the main game. But the test is just a way of checking things out without risking real funds, just as we explained before. So now let's go to the main screen of the trade, and you can see that this is the chart where the trade is going to be taken from. This is Boom 1000 and Boom 1K. So now we're with the Boom 1000 index, and what I want to do with the Boom 1000 index right now is to actually analyze it, and because of our USDT testnet cryptocurrency, we can actually project the real world movement from here. And let's say anytime we sell, the RSI does something. So the RSI works with the blockchain whatsoever. They all work together. Anytime the big market is making a movement, the RSI is also responding. And when the RSI is responding, big traders are also doing something interested in this market. And for that reason, there are people who are going to buy and there are people who are going to sell. And everything, you later on discover that it works together. Everything works together. It works together for all traders. So the RSI basically is something we can actually always look at on the screen. when we need to. We are going to draw a trend line. You see the trend line is being drawn, and making analysis like this works, it makes sense. But the market works with indicators and testnet, but also works with your own personal analysis. And one thing we are aiming to do here every day is to bring in the market at your tip, your foot, your doorstep, your tip, all right, your side. We wanna help you see the market. We wanna help you check it. We wanna help you trade it. So we can actually show you what the real world is doing in the big market. So this is Boom 1000, and this is the 4-hour time frame. I'm drawing a support and resistance level, as well as a box that signifies the big momentum of this trade. So this is the Boom 1K index, and here we're going to copy this again, and we're going to draw another line underneath. Boom 1000. This second phase of this video is just so we can explain the analysis and the movements we think Boom 1000 would do from all of the topic we've explained so far. I decided to start trading Boom 1000 index over so many other trading assets because of its average and its hiking momentum. You see it was written here about the Boom 1K. It says on average one spike occurs every 1,000 ticks. Can this actually help us make an improvement? The little writing on the underneath the asset, can it help us make a decision, or are we always going to depend on technical analysis? However, just so you know, volatility index and synthetic index don't have a back end market analysis. What do I mean by that? Market economical chart and so forth. Alright, this is moving pure direction, pure movement, only simulated by the real market. It does not do what the real market does. It only follows up. There's no economical calendar for trading Boom 1K, and we are glad to hear that and also push that. But guys, I just wanted everybody to picture these opportunities that the market has been rendering in this time frame so far. Sincerely, guys, if I was in this trade, I would have made a lot of money. If I focused on one particular strategy and traded it over and over again, it will make sense. I will turn off the indicator, the moving average. I'll turn it off. So after turning off the moving average, I will just try and do something, and that is backtesting strategy. So I want to backtest this strategy on Boom 1K. Let me turn on my brush so you can see what I want to do. The strategy I want to be working with this time around is this strategy, the break, and then a movement to the upward side. I'll go through it and see how many times it played out, and as well we had a upward movement too when it goes and then when it breaks. And somebody told us to have it retrace before it goes down, and that's another topic here. But now that I have seen it, I'll just mark it out so you guys can see too. So the W came around, and we call this a weak line. I and all the professional traders call this a weak line. And usually before this particular pattern is traded, there's going to be a need for a retracement underneath. There's going to be a need to retrace it. When we trace, it is going to start moving in the predestined direction. So the weak line is seen. When the weak line is seen, the next is a retracement, and when there is a retracement, the internet told us it is a very probable one. A retracement will happen, and then the trade will be taken. So the retracement we're trying to look for here is a weak line, like a touch of what was marked on the same space, the same bias, the same projection, and something interesting happens, and that is a movement to the upward side. But without retracement, this pattern can also be traded without retracement. All you need to do is look out for the shape. When you see the shape, just trade it when it breaks above this line we marked here. You see, like it happened, it goes down, it came up, it is a structure, and then when it breaks through this area, we say market structure has been broken, and for that reason trades go up in the predicted direction. That's a win trade. Let me mark out how many pips was made from this. When this broke out, we made a profit of, the market kept on going till we had 538,000 pips was made there. If you of course converted that into real money, depending on the lot size you took the market with, it is going to be a lot of profit for you. We can see the same thing happened over and over again. This pattern played out often, and if we were trading it, we would have been winning. But we need to know how to trade it, when to trade it, if to trade it or not to trade it. Whenever we trade like this, we're going to anticipate on 1:10 risk to reward ratio. 1:10 risk to reward ratio. It works, guys. It actually works. So investors and traders should trade it. Disclaimer: the forex trading market comes with a lot of risk. When you're trading, you could be risking your real capital. But if I was a personal financial advisor and I was questioned on how the trading world works, I would say trading works because the market moves. Shall we anticipate on the real forex charts for the future? Can we invest our hard-earned money here, or is it a gamble? This is another phase of topic. I often reason that if my money is put somewhere, it should offer me the value of which I worked it out for. I don't want to lose my money in a market I'm not certain about. I don't want to risk money and at the end of the day regret that I risked money. But I want to risk money and have my profits for a win. All right. Anytime I risk money, I want to put my money in such a space whereby I can make more money. I feel like this is the future. See that Boom 1K is working. Why I love the Boom 1000 index or the Boom and Crash index so much is because it moves all the time. Unlike other trading assets or pair that does not move, that doesn't move, that does not move directly in the predestined place. Unlike this is a different world of trading. The Boom and Crash trading assets is a big win. I tell you why. Is because it does not range like other trading pairs. So I'm personally thinking, I'm reasoning, I want to invest my money in Forex. Okay, I've been into so many businesses, so many ideas, so many ways, but now I want to invest in Forex. I want to invest in Forex trading because I believe it works. I believe Forex trading market works. I make money via clothes selling and clothes bidding, and how I make my money is hard earned. I make my money very hard. I make my money like that, but I don't want to lose it in a gamble. So I like to put it in a very safe investment that works, it moves, and it does what it promises. I therefore would be rounding up this video. I'll be rounding up this video. I'll be rounding up this video. Yeah, I'll be rounding up the video soon, but before I do, I just want to reassure the people that the market is very safe. I choose to trade on deriv for a lot of reasons. I choose to trade on MetaTrader 5 for a lot of reasons. Another thing I want to do is to show you people how to actually trade very well in this market. Now, this is the 4-hour time frame, and this was December 2025. Now this is the 7th of February, and back to the future. Well, scalpers, there are those we call the scalpers in this market. Scalpers are the people who trade for immediate profits. Scalpers trade now and intend to make their money now. Day traders are those who trade and hold on to their assets for days before they cash out. And we have traders. We call them the intermediate trader. All of those ones are traders who wait for months before they cash out. So I think I'm the guy who holds trade for weeks, for days before cashes out, because every single day is a blessing and every single day is a day of anticipation. We can hold on to a trade and wait for it to rise in serious value within days. 1 week is enough to hold in trades. You hold a trade for 1 week, that's good. But never trade because you want to make profits instantly. It has a lot of disruptions in the mindset, a lot of failures can be attached to that trading approach. You don't trade because you want to make money instantly. You are trading because you are holding it for a period of days, sometimes period of weeks. When you hold trade for that long, there is a probability you get. What probability you get? I trade all the way from the 15 minutes time frame all the way to 1 hour. If I scalp and want to hold trades for, let's say, 5 days, or sometimes if I want to hold trade for just 1 day, if I want to hold a trade for 1 day, I use the 15 minutes time frame, and the strategy that I use to trade is as simple as I explained. The strategy I use in trading is the simple one I use. The strategy that I use to trade is the very simple one I explained. The M and the W strategy. When it breaks, they enter you a trade and you aim for a directed average, a directed momentum. So I'm developing a new strategy for the market. Like I said, when I want to invest my money in trading, I don't want to invest my money in assets that ranges and ranges and ranges. And there are times you think there's somebody controlling the chart behind your back. Sometimes when you are trading like this, we used to feel like every single step we take is being monitored by the broker. I discovered that was just a childish thought. The reason people lose in trading is because they have not really understood or try and holding on to one particular strategy that works. I believe that is the way a professional trader who wants to make money in the forex market will make the money. Markets in a direction focuses on strategy. Market does something that is a focus on a strategy, a focus on multiple strategy, and the more you are in the market, the more you can see this strategy play out. But there is always something in the brain of beginner traders that makes them fall short the agenda I never saw, bro.
What map is this?
I'm making a video on forex trading. It will be uploaded on YouTube. So you see it's recording. So now guys, there's a lot of strategy in the market, and this strategy will play out one after the other. The strategy will play out one after the other, and for that reason, it always works. It just depends on what strategy you're going with. Well, I discovered that trading multiple strategy also works, because when you trade multiple strategy, the outcome of trading multiple strategy would be that if one strategy does not work, another strategy will work. We beginner traders, we focus on a lot of losses. Something we focus on daily basis is to the fact that however we try or intend to trade, there is always somebody monitoring us and always making the market going opposite direction, and that is not the right way to think about this market. If you want to trade, you are going to have to stop thinking that for one reason or the other somebody wants to steal your money. I start to understand that this forex market is not just psychological, but it has something to do with spirits and faith. Sometimes we all know how hard it is to make money, especially in a country like Nigeria. A lot of people do or get into spiritualities because they want to make money, and money gets into their account. Of course, if it works out for them, they start making the money, but if it doesn't work out, they don't do. Well, life is physical, and if there is anybody suggesting spirituality or spiritual agendas, we will understand why they believe so much in spirituality. We would try and know or try to learn why they believe in so much spirituality and ask questions like, did it work out for them? Was it working for them to have done all they did for spirituality? It's real, and it is a practice through meditation to believe in something that you don't understand. Patience is a spiritual principle. Therefore, if you were applying patience in this forex trading market, it means you are applying a spiritual law. You are applying a spiritual law to the moving market. You are applying a spiritual law to the moving market. And what that can do for you is bring its result. You applied patience and you believed. 2 faith applications worked. Now, the market moves, and we all know the market can move as long as it chooses to, and the projection can be as long in duration as it wishes to be, and there's nothing you can do about it. All you are trying to do is trade and trade for profits. So the psychology behind trading does its thing, and your faith in it also does its thing. The market, in my opinion, is not a scam. I personally trade forex. In fact, I lost a lot of money trading forex, but there were times I won, and it just never stopped. The market never stopped. Whether I lose or I win, the market keeps on doing its thing. So you see the market is moving and strategies are playing out. Shit, I never seen Boom 1000 do what Step Index does, and that is perhaps why I will be investing my money in this asset. So, two different agendas here. I will buy Boom 1K somewhere and sell it somewhere. Amazing. I would always take my stop loss at the given point where I have to, and have the second one go in and on and on and on till it stops. Every day of my life, I try to develop a trading strategy that will help me win the forex market. And many a times, the strategy I see online or the ones I try to spot on the charts are hard to go with. And you discover when you put every emotion, every mindset, every of your instinct, your brain psychology gets smaller and smaller, and you discover that you are already stressed out. And if you were a beginner, you could just start taking stupid trades, and so you discover you lost everything you invested. That's crazy. I came up with a strategy. In fact, I would term this the frequency strategy. M&W is a pattern, okay, and of course it works. But how do we trade it? I made a video in the past where I said when you spot any M&W, trade it. You see this W, you buy here, you sell here, and then you stop. But that does not work as much as it is supposed to. I discovered it works, but it comes with that thing that compresses your mind. It compresses your brain. You're thinking smaller and smaller and smaller, and just before you discover it, something already frustrated you. You started losing all your money. Spiritual effect in trading, something that affects your brain every time you trade. You should take that out and focus on the right strategy. While making this video, I got excited and discovered the strategy. So what I would just do currently is just explain the strategy. If we were trading all the 16 different patterns, in fact the 32 different patterns in the forex trading market, if we were trading all of them, we are going to have to be risking money on all the 32 different trades. We're going to have to be risking money on all the 32 different patterns just so we can get a result. But what if it was just two patterns that does the work of all of those 36 patterns? This video is going to be premium, and you might have to pay for this particular course because I'm about to exposing the biggest secret in this forex trading market. Now, I have fans, I have subscribers, and I have viewers, but I don't know if all my viewers are genuinely my fan. If all of my viewers were genuinely my fan, this video would have reached them. They supposedly would watch it and would make the profits that I will be making when I explain the strategy to you people. I'll share it. This video took long. Probably it is going to be an hour video, but if you were not one of those subscribers that watch my videos for hours, this particular strategy would not reach you. You are meant to watch to the very end. Watch from the beginning of our videos. Make sure you watch till the end. That way you become a premium, and we share secrets with you that only people who paid learn. Okay, let's say the way you pay us is by watching our video. Sometimes our video are premium and we put them only on the premium channel, which is the Telegram space, where we share both premium signals and free signals, as well as premium videos and free videos. You would have seen that only people who were with us get this. The family is the best. Get the strategy now, guys. So we have two different M's and W, and we're gonna draw them on the screen right now. This one, and the third one they say is the double top, but we're not talking about that one here. So how can I trade this for anticipated profit? I will buy. If I see a hem, I would sell. When I sell, the market, I will leave to play around. Okay, just like you see a trade taken here. You see, guys, I would have left it to go down, but then my take profit is going to be from 1:1. So this can be my stop loss. 36 is stop loss, and 36 should be the take profit. When I see a hem, I sell, and it does not have to win all the time. Okay, it's not going to win all the time. But when I see a W2, I will buy. When I see a W, and my stop loss is to my stop loss. You're gonna lose, but you will win. Are you patient enough to win, or do you only focus on losses? So the 15 minutes time frame lost all trades here. The fact that your mind gets compressed is a very bad thing. Now, you see the market moves. This market thing, just so you know, the market ranges, and that is when people lose. The market will range, but the fate is it does not range forever. Market structure probably will work, but M's and W's opens up a new revelation. So we can see a lot of things happening here. From this point, the market was going down, creating new levels of support and resistance, new levels of support, new levels of resistance. We see all of that happening, and we could have won a trade if we took this trade, the W trade. We took the market upward. The W took the market upward, and the market kept on rising and never stopped rising. So how do we trade? How do we trade? We open two different positions, and when we see the market rising, we sold somewhere. When we sell, we're going to take profits on the winning trade. We're going to lose at least 20 pips every time we're in a profit of 10 pips. Anytime we're in a profit of 10 pips, we're going to be risking 20 pips. So when we risk 20 pips anytime when we risk 10 pips every time we're in a profit of 20 pips, there's a probability we win. Now, this is the strategy. The market, let's say we started selling from here. We sold and we bought, right? The market was going in profit. The market was going in loss. 20 pips loss. We are going to close a trade and open another one. Anytime the market goes into 20 pips loss, we're going to close a trade and open another one. We are in 20 pips loss and we're in 10 pips profit. Hello. And we're in 10 pips profit, and anytime we sell ourselves in 10 pips profit, anytime we sell ourselves in 20 pips profit, we are going to close a trade in 10 pips loss. We're going to close the trade in 10 pips loss, and we're going to do it over and over and over again. But we're going to be winning too. If we were in 20 pips loss and we're closing trades in 10 pips profit, no, if we're in 20 pips profit and we are in 10 pips loss, we're going to close the trade in 10 pips loss. Do you like this? Do you like this? Okay. We're going to close a trade in 10 pips loss. And when we do so anytime we're in 10 pips in 20 pips profit and we're in 10 pips loss, we can always do better, right? We can always do better. 10 pips loss, 20 pips profit. 10 pips loss, 20 pips profit equals 60 pips. 60 pips profit and 40 pips loss, and that's a total of 20 pips profit. If we trade like that consistently, trust me guys, we're going to be in a lot of profit in the big future, in the big trend. When we close trades in loss and then wait for profits, just check, and wait for profits, 20 for 10, 20 for 10, 20 for 10. We are going to be in profits at the end of the day. So soon guys, I'll be ending this video, but if you learned anything in this video, make sure you like, you subscribe, you share the video to your loved ones and your colleagues. Share the channel, share love. Make sure you're not holding back opportunities. When you find an opportunity like this, be kind enough to share with your friends and tell them how people make money via the forex trading market. And remember all the principle that we use in the forex trading markets works in real time. Okay, all the profits that we use, all the principles we use in trading forex works in the real life. It works in the real market, and everything works. So you can know that you're trading not because you're losing, but oftentimes you are going to make losses. But a big strategy says trade often, take losses, 20 pips profits, 10 pips loss. I'll make a video with a practical example on how you can lose 10 pips every time you're in a 20 pips profit. A secret hack to the forex forex trading market and its treasure, how you can make all of those big and small pips doing the simplest job, trading, and over time you would see that you're rising in profits. If you use this strategy for 2 weeks, you will be in 100% profit ability. You're going to have surpassed your deposits. You would have doubled your deposits. In fact, you might have tripled it. Or even times 10 it, making use of this forex trading strategy. So thank you for watching this video, guys. This is Frequency in FX Trading channel, and wait for another video. Bye, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.